Well, Flint, what's your feeling like right now? What's going through your head?
Yeah, it's incredible. I mean, I think when I talked about this team, this program last year, we were 4-8 at the end of January, and to think about in less than 14 months, we're in our first ever Sweet 16 is just mind blowing to me. And even this year, we start off 1-2, and we have a younger team, and I thought we would be pretty good, but I didn't know that we could be quite this good this soon. And yet it's a testament to how hard our players have worked, how much they take care of each other, believe in each other, and how much skill development my assistant coaches do with them. I feel like they do an incredible job of getting our kids better, and we've done that. And just the depth of our team has been really on display. I mean, I think you think about what we accomplished the last two games with different people, stepping up time and time again. It's been really really neat.
Is there validation to this? I mean, obviously you've had such a great program, but to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I said after the game, just so many alums had texted, and just hearing from the other coaches about who all was going to be at the game. Just you kind of have this sense for how much that this win meant for a lot of people within the program, and how many people it took to get to this point. Our current players are spoiled compared to what the people who played in this program 30 years ago and 20 years ago and 10 years ago got to experience. But so I'm happy for them too, because they're a part of this journey, and it just feels really good. And to have played today in front of 15,000 people, I think it's great for the game. I mean, Caitlin Clark is a big deal, but our sport has come a long way in the last few years. I'm just really excited for the near future, because I won't be around for the long-term future, but for the near future, and for players like our players to get to play in front of that, crowd, and to experience that.
What was that post-game locker room celebration like? And the bus ride back, I imagine, was great too.
Oh, they kept talking. The bus ride back, they kept talking about who was tweeting about him, and who was Skylar Diggins, and all this stuff. So anytime they found some celebrity or some athlete who had tweeted about the game, they were going ballistic. The locker room was incredible. It's a small locker room, but it was incredible. I got I'm dry now, but I got showered, and I knew it would be. I mean, just the way we won the game too. I mean, we led most of the way, and to have the lead go away and be down 4 and have the crowd so into the game and to come back and win. If you told me that we kind of would have been able to keep the lead, but to come from behind, I think made it even more special.
Coach, looking ahead now, how are you going to prepare this week? How are you going to prepare your team?
Well, finally, we haven't had a day off for a while, so tomorrow will be a day off. We have to get familiar with either Georgia or Iowa State, and we kind of, when you're in the 7-10 game, you kind of have prepped for the two, and we also had a great familiarity with Iowa because we scrimmage them every year, so it wasn't as hard of a turnaround. But I think we'll leave Wednesday, play Friday night, and so it's not a lot. It's kind of a whirlwind, but you live in the moment and you enjoy it, because the alternative isn't as good.
Coach, what was going through your head when Lauren made that three?
How much time's left? How many timeouts does Iowa have left? How many fouls do we have to give? I mean, it was really about that, because you're jumping up and down, but the game's not over, and you got to know, okay, what do we have to do to make sure that at the very worst the game goes to overtime, and so it was surreal. I mean, what a story for Lauren to be the one who kind of carried us down the stretch. Because everybody wanted to know, how's Lauren going to be today? What do you expect out of Lauren? And I said, I don't know. But for her to be the one that kind of threw the daggers at the end of the game is just kind of storybook fairy tale sort of thing.
Lauren, talk to me about just that celebration afterward, that bus ride back. What was it like?
so fun. I feel like all of us were kind of riding that high, you know. I honestly don't think most of us have come down yet from that high, but it was just so fun to be able to do that today.
What's it like for you going through your journey and to be the person that really put you guys over the top? Had to be pretty storybook, as Coach was saying.
Yeah, it's honestly so surreal. You know, you see that stuff on TV, you grow up watching that and dreaming of those moments, and to be on the other side of that, it's something I've like never dreamed of, or I have dreamed of, but just never thought it would come true, and to be able to have that opportunity and to do that in that environment is special.
Have you heard from people that you haven't expected to hear from? I mean, did you get any like awesome texts or anything?
I did. I've gotten a lot of texts, and it's been fun to hear from everyone. So yeah, it's been fun.
Also, doing it in Iowa City, you know, you were there just last year. Kind of what was that like?
Yeah, it was fun to be back in Iowa City. You know, kind of just be back on campus and everything, and obviously like playing Iowa today. I knew there was going to be some nerves, but once the ball went in the air for that tip, all the nerves went.
And to be the first to bring a Sweet 16 to the university, what does that mean? That you'll always be the first. They might have more, but you guys were the ones.
Yeah, it means a lot, and to be able to do it with this group. I mean, from the beginning of preseason workouts, we knew that we could do something special here, and to be able to just see it come to fruition at the end of the season is just so fun and special.
Flan mentioned just saying like unconditional love, no matter what the result was. How good was that to hear going into such a big game like this?
Yeah, I feel like it helped calm our nerves, you know. We had nothing to lose, you know, we were the 10 seed, they were the 2 seed, and that definitely helped to kind of calm our nerves and just focus on us and just do our thing.